Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful day outside again this morning. Clear blue skies, sunshine, the birds singing and clacking or whatever you call it. There's one of the noisy miners sitting in the tree at the moment. So I'm Boundy with Psychic Medium bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. So let's go over to the cards. Certainly like and subscribe if you're on the YouTube. Certainly tune into your psychic senses yourself and your spirit realm and share with friends that we're live because sometimes people aren't getting notifications. Here we go. Now we've got the lovely cards. It's the Gilded Breviary Lenormand deck by Ciro Marchetti, the expanded edition. And look at that, we've got the cover photo as the card in our home space. I think that's synchronicity, isn't it? Well, it's more synchronicity here as we're looking at the cards anyway. So the young woman in the home space, the letter is the main theme of the day, and the mature woman in the workspace. And here we have our card. So good morning, Sarah. Lovely to have you here in the live this morning. And our card is, and it's very synchronous, it gets synchronicity again because you gifted these our cards to me. Just because it's not what you were expecting doesn't mean to say it's not everything you've been waiting for. Absolutely. Isn't it gorgeous? Sometimes Spirit really does surprise us with the absolute perfect what we're needing. There we go. So I will draw that out because I'm going to zoom into the cards right now to about there and see that's about the right size. Yes. Letter. This was in yesterday's as well. Communication. Was it yesterday's or the day before? It's been in the business, the workspace one recently. What we've got is communication today. That's the overall theme. And guess what? It is certainly that strength of the feminine today. Because being surrounded by both the young and the mature woman, as far as that letter goes, it is that sense of loving, compassion, gentleness, a softness about it, the nurturing feeling that we're going to be getting with our methods of communication. It mainly is, with a letter, it does mainly indicate that it's the written word that we're seeing, and possibility of legal documents, contracts, that type of communication. So make sure that whatever you're dealing with today that might be in that legal form is going to be, read the fine print. Certainly make sure you've got your I's dotted, T's crossed before signing anything. And give it a bit of a once, twice, three times over of reading through, like proofreading style even, to any written communication that you are sending, including your text messaging and emails and the rest, advertising copy, all of that. Make sure that what you're sending out is going to be the best, it doesn't have to be perfect, but the best that you can do as far as that, getting everything correct so that no one's going to misunderstand, because communication ultimately is about us understanding each other. Okay, so we've got a few more popped in who've said hello. Good morning from Kay. It has been a while, hasn't it? I've seen you here, but it's lovely that you're in. Did you get a notification, or did you just happen to come across the live popping into your stream, into your, whatever they call it? What is it? Wall, window? I don't know. Corinna, good morning to you as well. And I need to just check the other chat that is the other YouTube and LinkedIn. No comments from there. And I'm just going to quickly check the Instagram. Good morning to those who are watching via Instagram. So we've got, Michael, hi, how are you? And Marissa, Tinkering with Tech show. Wonderful show on YouTube. I've been a member with Michael and his team there for a long time now. Lovely to have you all aboard. Now, with the next card being the younger woman in the home space, I'm feeling it is more for that is the mother of grandchildren age, that type of thing, that it's bringing in the youth and the starting that is a journey moving ahead, even though what we've got here is the looking back. Being the home space that this is, it's bringing in that sense of feeling young. Even if, for me interpreting this for my own reading, it's my sense of feeling young and vibrant and energetic. Yes, I'd like to be, but it's that looking back at what has been as part of my life in my womanhood and bringing it forward. The loves I've had, hence the rose, and experienced and continue with. It's just allowing that is our past to gently remind us of where we've come from, been experiencing, that we have been, but we are here in this present moment and remembering with loving attention and really practicing the unconditional love that we have in our hearts, and continue to move forward in our womanhood or in our femininity. For those who are men, looking at how they have been gently nurturing of those in their home space, their family and friends, because it's what it is about. It's that nurturing and the compassion, gentleness, and all that is the feminine. The cuddle of babies is what comes to mind first. Even men can be so gentle and loving, absolutely, because it is that balance of the feminine, masculine, feminine. So we've got the more feminine energies today. So pick that up and move across to our workspace with it, and we're bringing all of that's the experiences, definitely in the moments where we are now. Me as the more mature woman, hence, that the grey hair here. It's bringing in that is the wisdoms that we've learnt over time, and how it really is more of a productive factor to be a nurturing, caring, and gentle, compassionate being in our workspace. Spend more time listening and observing, watching, rather than putting our own point of view across it with our workmates through the day, for those who we work with. Even in a solo, as a solopreneur, you're still working with others. That's your audience, that's your customers, clients, it's the suppliers that you may use, all of that type of thing. If you're working as a team, as an employee, part of a team, you might be a leader in that team, or you might be one of the the heavy workers lifting loads and all sorts of stuff. It just depends. Wherever you are within there, put the sense of understanding from a point of view that is as if. Sometimes we need to do that. We are never going to know the ultimate nth degree of how someone is feeling, but you're not going to know unless you listen and you see and observe, and then ask questions. How are you going today? How can I help? All of those types of things are a nurturing and compassionate way to deal, to be, to act, and also, however you do you in your workplace. Okay. And oh, good. Thanks, Kay, for letting me know you started getting the notifications again. Great. I know it's been a big issue with Facebook, and well, I don't know about YouTube. I've always gotten those. We can choose. We can choose whichever way we are going to behave, to be, to act, see things. We're seeing everything that we live as our own perspective, because that's the only way that we can do it. We see because that's our past experiences that we're even looking at here from the home space. Remember how a few weeks ago I said, we do interact across the whole board of what our life is. We're not separate from our home and then our work. It does carry through. So we've got here that wonderful feminine energy that is nurturing through our day-to-day in the way we're communicating. But first of all, to be able to understand what the words are that we've written, or what we receive as that communication. We could be receiving something, those contracts. We need to really read through, see with our eyes, see with our hearts as well. What is the intent of the messages and messaging that we are putting across? Okay, that's the reading that I've got for today. It's definitely bringing in that depth of loving, unconditional love, heart energy of the feminine. Not to say that men don't experience the same, they do, just in different ways of perception. So really feel from that heart space where you're coming from and where you're going to. Bring that loving intention into your consciousness more often and practice more often of how that is showing up for the world from your heart space. Hopefully that's all made sense to you, and transposing that to the depth of meaning for your living experiences, for what you have happening in your life. Practice more your own interpretations as you're moving through. The cards are but a guide. Get in touch with your spirit guides more often and really connect in and live your life as best you can. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there and we shall move onward with our day. Got some exciting things I'm doing today, so looking forward to it. Swimming's the first one, and then it's for work. Okay, keep being the best you, and namaste. Until tomorrow.